The first humans arrived in Norway around 9000 BC. The retreating glaciers revealed a land rich in resources. These early settlers were hunter-gatherers. They followed the reindeer herds and hunted seals and fish. These pioneers adapted to the harsh environment. They used stone tools for hunting and crafting. Their lives were a constant struggle for survival. They navigated the fjords and mountains. Evidence of their existence can be found in archaeological sites. Stone tools and remnants of settlements tell their story. These findings offer glimpses into a prehistoric world. They reveal the ingenuity of these early inhabitants. The land provided sustenance, but it also presented challenges. The changing seasons brought both bounty and hardship. These early Norwegians learned to live in harmony with nature. Their resilience paved the way for future generations. Their legacy is etched in the land itself. Around 4000 BC, agriculture arrived in Norway. This marked a significant shift in lifestyle. People began to cultivate crops and domesticate animals. This led to more permanent settlements. The Oslofjord region shows early signs of farming. Communities grew larger and more complex. Social structures began to develop. The introduction of agriculture fostered stability. This era saw the emergence of new technologies. Pottery making and weaving became important skills. These advancements improved daily life. They allowed for greater efficiency. The transition to agriculture was a gradual process. It transformed the Norwegian landscape. It laid the foundation for future societal development. It ushered in a new chapter in Norwegian history. The Bronze Age, from 1800 to 500 BC, brought metalworking to Norway. Bronze tools and weapons replaced stone ones. This technological advancement had a profound impact. It enhanced hunting and warfare. The Iron Age, from 500 BC to 800 AD, furthered this progress. Iron, stronger than bronze, became the metal of choice. This led to more sophisticated tools and weapons. It fueled social and political changes. Social structures became more hierarchical. Clans and chiefdoms emerged. Things or assembly sites played a crucial role. These gatherings served as platforms for governance and dispute resolution. They were central to community life. Runes, the earliest form of writing in Norway, appeared during this time. This allowed for the recording of history and traditions. It marked a significant step in cultural development. The written word became a powerful tool. The Viking Age, from 800 to 1066 AD, was a defining period in Norwegian history. Vikings were renowned seafarers and explorers. They traveled extensively, raiding, trading, and colonizing new lands. Their longships became symbols of their power. The Vikings reached the British Isles, Iceland, Greenland, and even North America. They established settlements and trading posts. Their influence spread far and wide. Their maritime skills were unmatched. They raided monasteries and coastal settlements across Europe. They accumulated wealth and resources. Their reputation as fierce warriors preceded them. They also engaged in trade, exchanging goods and ideas. Viking society was hierarchical. Kings, jarls, and carls formed the social structure. They had a rich oral tradition, preserving history and beliefs through sagas and myths. These stories shaped their cultural identity. Section 5. Viking Kings and Conquerors, Shaping a Legacy. Harald Fairhair, or Harald Harfagre, is traditionally considered the first king of Norway. He played a crucial role in unifying parts of the country. His reign marked a significant turning point, and he became a legendary figure in Norwegian history. Eric Bloodaxe, Håkon the Good, and Olaf Tryggvason were other notable figures of the Viking Age. They each left their mark on Norwegian history. Their stories are intertwined with conquest and exploration, and they shaped the course of events. These leaders expanded Norwegian influence, led expeditions, and established new territories. Their actions had long-lasting consequences, and their names are etched in the annals of Viking history. The Viking Age was a period of both conflict and cultural exchange. The Vikings interacted with different cultures, bringing back new ideas and technologies. This interchange enriched Norwegian society. Section 6. Twilight of the Gods, the End of an Era. The Battle of Stamford Bridge in 1066 marked a turning point. Harald Hardrada, a prominent Viking king, was killed in the battle. This event is often seen as the end of the Viking Age in Norway. It signified the decline of Viking power. The rise of Christianity also contributed to the end of the Viking Age. The Old Norse religion gradually gave way to the new faith. This transition marked a significant cultural shift, reshaping Norwegian beliefs and practices. The Viking Age left a lasting legacy, shaping Norwegian identity and culture. The stories of Viking explorers and warriors continue to resonate and are a source of national pride. The end of the Viking Age ushered in a new chapter in Norwegian history. The country began to consolidate its power and embarked on a path of political and social transformation. The medieval period was about to begin. Section 7. Medieval Norway, Consolidation and Christianity. The medieval period from 1066 to 1536 saw the strengthening of the Norwegian monarchy. Christianity became the dominant religion. Kings like Olav the Holy played a vital role in this process, promoting the spread of the new faith. The 12th and 13th centuries were marked by periods of civil war, with different factions vying for control of the throne. These conflicts shaped the political landscape and tested the stability of the kingdom. Despite internal struggles, Norway experienced cultural and economic growth. Trade flourished, and cities like Bergen became important centers of commerce, connecting Norway to the wider world. These hubs fostered economic prosperity. The construction of stave churches showcased Norwegian architectural skills. These unique wooden structures became iconic symbols of Norwegian heritage. They stand as testaments to the craftsmanship of the era, representing a blend of artistry and faith. Section 8. Unions and Aspirations, a Quest for Identity. In 1397, Norway entered the Kalmar Union with Denmark and Sweden. Denmark held the dominant position. This period saw a decline in Norwegian power and influence. The union limited Norway's autonomy. Norway remained in union with Denmark from 1523 to 1814. Copenhagen became the center of power. The Reformation led to the adoption of Protestantism in Norway. This religious shift had profound social and political implications. After the Napoleonic Wars, Norway was ceded to Sweden in 1814. However, Norwegians declared independence on 17 May 1814. They adopted a constitution. This act of defiance marked a turning point. A short war with Sweden resulted in a personal union. The Swedish monarch became King of Norway. This arrangement preserved some semblance of Norwegian independence. It also laid the groundwork for future separation. Section 9. Independence, Forging a Nation. The union with Sweden was peacefully dissolved in 1905. Norway became a fully independent nation once again. This achievement marked a triumph for Norwegian self-determination. It ushered in a new era of national pride. The early 20th century saw Norway establish itself on the world stage. The country focused on building its economy and strengthening its institutions. It embraced democracy and social progress. Norway remained neutral during World War I. However, it was occupied by Germany during World War II. This occupation was a dark period in Norwegian history. It tested the resilience of the Norwegian people. Following the war, Norway experienced significant economic growth. The discovery of oil and gas reserves in the North Sea fueled this prosperity. Norway became a welfare state, known for its high standard of living. Section 10. Modern Norway, Prosperity and Progress. The post-war era saw Norway become a leader in social welfare. The country developed a comprehensive social security system. It prioritized education, healthcare, and equality. These policies fostered a strong sense of social cohesion. Norway actively participates in international affairs. It is a member of NATO and the United Nations. It plays a role in promoting peace and development. It advocates for human rights and environmental protection. The country continues to innovate and adapt to global challenges. It invests in renewable energy and sustainable development. It seeks to maintain its high quality of life while addressing climate change. It looks towards a future of continued progress. Norway's economy has diversified beyond oil and gas. Technology, tourism, and fisheries play important roles. The country embraces innovation and entrepreneurship. It fosters a dynamic and competitive business environment. Section 11. Cultural Heritage, a Tapestry of Traditions. Norwegian language has two official written forms, Bokmål and Nynorsk. Sami languages are also spoken by the indigenous Sami people. This linguistic diversity reflects Norway's rich cultural heritage. It represents a blend of influences. Traditional Norwegian families were patriarchal. However, modern Norwegian society is highly egalitarian. It emphasizes gender equality and individual rights. These values shape social interactions and policies. Fishing, farming, and forestry have historically been important aspects of Norwegian life. The country's rugged landscape and long coastline have shaped its culture and traditions. These elements continue to influence Norwegian identity. Stave churches, Viking ships, and medieval castles are examples of Norway's rich architectural heritage. Natural landmarks, such as fjords and mountains, also contribute to the country's unique character. These landmarks draw visitors from around the world. They inspire awe and wonder,